Hello, good morning. Thanks for choosing us. The team is confirmed by
Patricio, Ivan, Leonardo, and me, Maria.
and we are going to show you a little bit of what is Canada.
The capital of Canada is Ottawa. It's located in the province of Ontario, quite close to Montreal and Toronto. Its historic center is very similar to that of European city with a neo-Gothic architectural style. It's an ideal place to visit, with attractions such as Parliament Hill, the Rideau Canal, and various museums, such as the Canadian Museum of Nature, Canada Museum of History, and Canada Museum of War, and more.
Hi, I am Ivan and I'm going to talk about what is the currency used in Canada and some history about it, as well as the equivalents to US dollars and Mexican pesos. I will start by saying that the currency is used in this case in Canada, the Canadian dollars are used, which is equal to 16.96 Mexican pesos and 0.71 US dollars. Canadians use coins and bills with a denomination similar to the United States. In fact, historically, the sizes of coins less than 50 cents are almost identical to those of US coins, due to the fact that the two countries use the Spanish dollar as a base. Canada decided to use the dollar instead of the British pound sterling because of the spread of the so-called Spanish dollar or peso in North America during the 18th and 19th centuries and because of the generalization of the US dollar. The province of Canada declared that all accounts would be made in dollars on July 1 of 1858 and ordered the diffusion of the first official Canadian dollars that same year. So it can be said that the dollar has been forced for too much time on Canadian history. Canada currently has bills of 5, 10, 20, 50 and $100 and with coins of 1, 5, 10, 25 and 25 cents also of 1 and $2. Canadian coins are issued by the Royal Canadian Mint and are in coin in Winnipeg. Bills of 5, 10, 20, 50 and 100 are issued by the Bank of Canada and produced in Ottawa. Both coins and bills are given in Canada two official languages, English and French.
I'm going to tell you about 5 typical Canadian dishes. The first dish is the macaroni and cheese, a dish that stands out for its simplicity is just because are macaroni and cheese, but its popularity in Canada is such that it is considered typical national food. The second dish is Montreal bagels. The bagel or beagle is a traditional type of bread made from wheat flour and its specific shape couldn't remind you of a donut. The third plate is the poutine. It is a mix of French fries, cheese, grains, and meat sauce. Its creation was in the province of Quebec, and it is present in the country since 1950. The dish also presents variations of flavor and has vegetarian options. The third tier, the fourth dish, made with meat, chicken, or pork filling. This typical Canadian dish is prepared with vegetables and herbs. In Quebec, it's only eaten at Christmas. In other regions, tortilla it's served at Willard year-round. And the last dish is beaver tail. This dessert is nothing more than a fried cookie with topping. You can use anything in the filling, like Oreo, Nutella, peanut butter, chocolate with almonds, and also apple with cinnamon. Well, the dishes are these ones. This is the macaroni and cheese, the poutine, the tortilla, and this is the bagel. The last dish is this one.
Tradition is the transfer of doctrines and customs carried out by individuals and or groups of people, which preserve their own aspects of society and evolve from generation to generation. That's why in Canada there are many traditions with British and French influence, but the last one is more spoken. La tradition est le transfert des doctrines et des coutumes exercés par des individus et ou des groupes de personnes qui préservent les propres aspects de la société et évoluent de génération en génération. C'est pourquoi au Canada, il existe de nombreuses sous-traditions appelées les britanniques et le français, mais le dernier est plus parlé. We're going to talk about the top 10 traditions, but one of the most peculiar Canadian traditions is the custom that exists of leaving shoes at the entrance of a house. It is a social custom not to use at home the footwear which you have walked on the streets. And Canada is well known for its festivals throughout the year. Among them is the Montreal Jazz Festival. It's one of the most important jazz festivals worldwide. Every year, the best artists of the year from 30 different countries go. The first edition was inaugurated in 1980, and today the Montreal Jazz Festival holds the Guinness record of being the most important event of its kind in the world, between the months of June and July, repeating each year. The Calgary Stampede is a party that takes place in July in the province of Alberta, specifically in Calgary. It's one of the most deeply rooted Canada traditions in the West. It's a typical fest of Western movies where people are dressed in the typical cowboy outfit and there are races, games, exhibitions, parades, and rodeos. Canada Day is a celebration in honor of the anniversary of the founding of the country as an independent state on July 1st of 1867, where the three English colonies, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Province of Canada came together and created what they called the Canadian Confederation. For all Canadians, it's an opportunity to gather and celebrate the pride of being a citizen of the country. It's also time to celebrate the conquests and values inherited from their ancestors during the date. Events are held with craft stands, activities, and food stands where everyone dresses in white and red to take to the streets or mountains waving little flags. The Quebec Sock dance is a dance that occurs at the end of wedding and consists of any older brother of the groom putting an ugly and brightly colored sock and dancing in the middle of the hall. The idea is that their dance should be funny so the guests can throw money at their feet that will be destined for the newlyweds and their honeymoon. During Christmas days, they go out into the street. The mummers who are neighbors who have their faces covered and go house to house making noise and asking for treats. Although in each town clothing is used differently, however, everyone must wear a mask. But for example, in Newfoundland, they wear their underwear on the outside. Hockey is an Olympic sport of Canadian origin where two teams of 6 players face each other on an ice rink with the aim of scoring a goal, but the players skate carrying a long stick in their hands for which they direct a puck that is like the ball of the game, but it's a disc. But the traditional thing about this is that they teach it in schools from a young age, as well as soccer and other sports in Mexico. As the last but not least, the Groundhog Day started in 1887 and is now celebrated every year on February 2nd. Canadians observe this little animal typical of the North American region to see if winter is ending, because on that day the rodent was living in hibernational period. Thus, this belief arose that when leaving its burrow, the groundhog dog does not see its shadows because it's a cloudy day, and thus it will be leaving its hiding place, which means that the winter will end soon. So in the description box down below, it's a link where you can enter to play the Kahoot with all the other viewers, or if the link doesn't work, try searching in Google Kahoot.it and put the PIN number that is down the link. Now you're ready to visit Canada after quarantine. Thanks for watching.